Something that's very important to make sure you do is to make sure that the steering wheel can't spin. Once we remove the steering shaft from over there, there's going to be nothing that holds this from being able to spin around. If it spins around, it could actually break the clock spring inside of there, and it's going to cause major issues, and it's going to be a very expensive fix. So I'm just going to take something as simple as the safety bell here, because, well, we all have one. I'm going to come straight through, and then I'm just going to plug it right in. That latched in. Now there's no way that the steering wheel can go very far. It can go a little bit, but that's okay. We'll remember where it is. That looks great. Let's continue under the hood. It's time to get started on doing this steering shaft. If you look right along the driver's side, you can see it right down there. It goes from up in the upper steering shaft where the steering wheel is connected to, down to the steering box, which is where the steering linkage and everything's connected to. So we're going to remove those pinch bolts, and I'll show you how. I'm going to spray this upper pinch bolt area. Oops, if I can get the right angle. We'll let that sit and do its job. Now I'm going to use a 13mm swivel socket with a nice long extension or two. Go right onto that top pinch bolt. Let's take it out of there. There it is. Next, we're going to work on trying to get out that lower bolt. I'm going to use a 10mm swivel. Get it right on there with my extensions coming up high. That looks great. I'll grab it right out of there. There it is. Set it aside. So we made our way underneath the vehicle, and here we have a clear view of the steering shaft. At this point, we're going to use a nice long pry bar, and we're just going to try to get it off of the steering box. Once we get it off of there, we're going to work at getting it out the top. Use this as a pry bar, as I should. Okay, it's coming right up. There it is. That popped right up. Now we're going to get it down off of there. So now I'm going to use a nice small hammer, and I'm going to come right along this ear right here and just try to pull this out. One thing that's important to remember before you take this out is to pay attention to which way this bend goes. That's going to be the way that we're going to put it back in. If you put it upside down, it's going to cause issues. Okay. There it is, friends. We just put a little bit of copper never sees on the two connection points, one right there and one right here. Let's get ready to install this new shaft. If you notice this little slot right here in the shaft, that needs to line up with where that bolt hole goes, okay? Slides right up in there. So we've got our two pinch bolts. I'm going to go clean up these threads, make them nice and pretty, and then we'll add a little bit of thread locker. So we cleaned up that bolt. We got a little bit of thread locker on there. Let's install it up top. Go right up through here. We'll leave it just like that, and we're going to finish tightening it up in a minute. At this point, we can continue on to the lower part of the shaft. We're going to get that onto the steering box. Just grab it, line it up. We've got the slotted area on the steering box shaft there. Line it up with the bolt hole on the shaft itself. Turn that a little bit. Okay, slides right on there. Perfect. Let's get that bolt started in. I've got a little bit of thread locker on this one as well. Start that bolt in nice and pretty. Very nice. Okay, now we can tighten them up. I'm just going to bottom this out real quick. All right, we'll leave that just like that. Now we'll bottom out the lower bolt, and then we'll torque them both down. Let's snug up this lower one. Let's torque these steering shaft bolts to 22 foot-pounds. That's one. We'll do the top one as well.
There we go, torqued.
Okay, let's disconnect this. Check the steering wheel. Steering wheel's straight. Take a peek at the wheels. Looks as though the wheels look like they're fairly straight as well. Just need to get it down to that alignment shop.